Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of BobSMP, a private multiplayer server that me and some friends are playing on. I've got an exciting episode planned for you guys today. Last time we built this tower to store all of our automatic farms like melon, pumpkin, and I added sugarcane to it, and we made this little path that we will extend today because over here I found a skeleton spawner. We're going to be making a mega gold farm later, and I need a lot of hoppers, so I was mining for iron, and I found a skeleton spawner. I've also worked on the house. We made this house in the very first video on this server, and I never did anything with it, and it's about time that I cleaned up all the chest monsters out in the city streets. Now we're completely organized, and it's very good. Like, being organized, it just helps immensely. Like, and we're going to use all these nether bricks over here. Everything's all stored away. We've got a bunch of bones from the skeleton spawner. I've already made it AFKable. We just got to make it look nice, so that is what we're going to be doing first. Before we can build, I'm in the shopping district. We love the shopping area. This is Pigeon's Lush Hut, where he sells all of the 1.17 Lush blocks, but he's also got a little goodie box, like a mystery box sort of deal, but it's not really a mystery because you can look inside of it. He's got a lot of different things, but what's catching my eye is the mossy cobblestone and the jungle logs, because I actually need these things for my path and for what I'm planning on building today. So the box might be overpriced, I'm not exactly sure, but just for the convenience of having this stuff and not having to go get it, I'm going to buy it. I'm also going to buy some glowberries because we're going to be making our skeleton spawner into a little mossy sewer because it's under the ground underneath our very own city streets. Here's the candle shop we made last time. Looks like Philip is working on a shop, and we got a little tower back there. This is only a site you would see in Minecraft 1.17. It's actually really funny. I know exactly what Philip is doing here. He's oxidizing his copper. But I've got everything we need, so let's get building. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but this is what we just did. Woke up early in the morning to get building on the city. Eventually we'll extend all these paths out and make more buildings. I'm struggling. I've had like bad builder's block lately. Like, I've got ideas for buildings, but I don't know exactly what to make next. So we just extended the street with the little details. This is the most important thing. It's so awesome that the chiseled nether brick is skeletons, because this is the sewer. You hop down through the trapdoor, you land in the water down here in survival, take no damage. And yeah, you just start looking around. This is so cool, like the various slabs and stairs and like little indents into the wall. It makes it look very natural and very cool looking. This is what I made it. I just put the magma blocks on the ground over the week after work, like when I found this spawner. And yeah, it's a completely dark room. The skeletons just fall onto the magma blocks, die. So while you're just in the area, in the town, while we're getting melons and pumpkins from the tower above, we're also getting bones, which is very useful because bone meal is just one of those things that you always need. And I made a quick little bubble vader up into this garden right next to the tower farms, so it's just very easy to get in and out. And it's beautiful, dude. It's a simple build. You can't even see it from the surface, but I like the fact that we're expanding the city, even if underground, and maybe we'll do some more underground building in the future. But one of the main things I wanted to do today was make a gold farm. I have never made a gold farm before, so thank goodness for people on YouTube like Logical Geek Boy, who is the design that we'll be using today. So I gathered up a bunch of magma blocks after work this week. Pretty much during the work week, I don't build anything, I just gather the resources. So let's get started on this. And here is the time lapse. I just found a nether waste biome on the nether roof, and we just pretty much started placing all of the magma blocks that we gathered. It was like 2 or 3 shulker boxes worth of magma blocks for 6 layers of this farm. Each layer is pretty big and it has a turtle egg in the middle, so how the mechanics work for a gold farm is that zombie pigmen, or zombified piglins as they're now called, they want to crush the turtle eggs for whatever reason. Like, that's just their objective in life, and they see the turtle eggs and they think they can get to it because of the trap doors, but they can't actually get to it, and they'll just kind of fall to their death because they're dumb. So on the top layer we have glass to prevent gas from spawning, because obviously it would be very horrible if gas spawned and ruined our farm. This took a very long time. I'm not going to show you the complete time lapse, but it is pretty satisfying to see all the magma blocks get filled in. It'd be interesting to build with magma and for a house, but it's kind of a weird texture. But I'm all up for a challenge like that, and here's the gold farm. So I did a little bit of AFKing to just test the rates out on this farm. I've gathered up all of the nuggets that the pigmen have dropped, and we've got a grand total of 44 gold blocks from that brief AFK session. I'm very interested to see what the rates will be like if we do it overnight. This is a good start to amassing a bunch of gold for our plans. And what are our plans exactly? Well, I want to sell golden apples. Golden apples are super expensive, but with a gold farm, it should be doable, and with emeralds, we can buy apples. I want everyone on the server to be eating like a king. So I'm going to sell golden apples and golden carrots. And the gold farm doubles as a rotten flesh farm, which we can use to get emeralds, which we can use to buy golden carrots. So it is all self-sufficient. Another item I would like to sell is the Totem of Undying. So I've traveled out here to a pillager outpost in a village. And I'm going to claim this area because I would actually like to make a raid farm in the future. I don't even know how to do that, but that's something I want to do as well. So I climbed the pillager outpost looking for a captain to start a raid. There was one up here, but I think more keep spawning around. I'm actually very surprised by how many of these guys just spawn around this building. So I actually did experiment with pillager mechanics like when they first came out. I love pillagers. If you couldn't tell, because my skin is a pillager, they're just very cool mobs. I love the raids. I think Village and Pillage was one of the best updates. And yeah, rip the Iceologer, dude. We really needed him. But yeah, we have plans for the structure. All you really need to be successful in a raid is an infinity bow. You just kind of stand back and drop these guys before they can see. Their crossbows will do some damage, but like the terrain right here, it's helping me out. And you just pick them off all one by one, and it shouldn't be that bad. I also brought ender pearls so I can get onto the roofs of the village, because obviously I don't want to get hit in the face by a ravager. And if you're on a rooftop, he can't get to you, and it's just pretty easy because the ravagers are very scary. They will hit hard as hell. And yeah, no problem if you're on a roof. But my inventory is getting filled up with crossbows. Like, hopefully they'll eventually drop a very good one with enchants, but I'm just getting a bunch of bad ones. And here we are. This is exactly the guy we wanted to see. Our good friend, the Evoker, Mr. Woolulu. We're just going to hit him a few times. And there, we got a Totem of Undying. I'm going to sell these things in the shop alongside the golden apples and the golden carrots. Together, it'll be kind of like the survival shop. Like, everything you pretty much need to live and survive everything. I want people living like kings on this server, so that's why I'm making the gold farm. Not so much for myself, but for the glory of capitalism, because we will be making some diamonds out of it. But I'm not even in it for the diamonds. Hey, hero of the village. We're in it for the money and the happiness and all that good stuff. So I've done a little bit more grinding at the pillager outpost, and I've killed multiple captains, and that gives me Bad Omen 5. Every time you kill a captain, you get another level of Bad Omen, which means more waves and more totems for us. It was a small shop, so it was a small time lapse, but here is the final product. This is going to be called the Survival Shop. We're going to be selling our Totems of Undying and golden apples. I originally wanted to make it just be food for like the golden carrots and stuff, but once I got the idea for the totems, that's when I made the skull a shop. I was going to originally do something with like a mouth and some teeth, because you're eating your apples, but we're selling Totems of Undying, 3 diamonds for just 1 totem, because they are a little bit hard to get. And then we're selling saddles as well, because you get a lot of saddles from the raid. And I don't really want to hoard those. The main product will be the golden carrots, 1 diamond for a stack. I imagine that these will sell really fast because it's the best food source in the game. Everyone loves them. I can get them relatively easily. We're going to help feed the server. People are going to be eating like kings, or, working on their zombie villagers with the golden apples that we're selling as well. I imagine we'll make lots of bank with this shop, so I'm very excited. I brought some cats like a few hundred blocks away because Spodos is out here in another iceberg making a creeper farm, because gunpowder, it's a resource we always need. These are my cats because, I had the villagers in the ghetto farming area. He didn't have any cats, and the creeper farms use them. So I brought them over here. We've bred them up. And yeah, he's never made one before. We're all getting new to farms, but it's very exciting. His baby got away because they're my cats, but I think he bred them. Like, I don't really know if it's my baby or not, but he just went onto the chest, just like a cat in real life. I just love how the cats get on the chest. It's really funny. We love cats. I'm visiting my kinsmen here at the outpost, and like I hit the record button because there's so many of them. Like, it doesn't seem like there should be this many at the outpost, especially because there's a lot of people online, and I haven't done anything to make this outpost be a farm yet. But like, they're everywhere. It's lagging, and this just seems ridiculous. Like, you might be wondering how I got into this spot. And of course, we cannot go an episode without sacrificing a mob to our god, Billy the Goat. We made this pit of sacrifices, and this zombie will be the next person, you know, fall victim to religion. We'll sacrifice more in the future. Now we're going to quickly jump into a new time lapse because obviously I made the giant nether portal, but it's not complete yet. My vision for it is to be it corrupting the area surrounding it. So we're going to undertake a massive terraforming project and completely surround it with blackstone to get that kind of corrupted vibe. I want to add towers to the side of the portal. Obviously, like, the side is not done yet, but I'm really struggling to get a vision for that. But I did envision this terraforming project, so that's why we're taking it like step by step, and hopefully the terraforming will inspire me to build build the towers in the rest of the portal in the future. Here I am, the Nether King himself. I hope everyone on the server and you as the audience knows me as the Nether King, the Pillager Man, all that fun stuff. But yeah, there is no side like I mentioned in the time lapse. I want to put towers there, but I'm struggling for a design. So if you have any like ideas, let me know. But what I do like is the Crimson Nylon against the Blackstone. So the next thing we're gonna do is spread it. Terraforming session number 2 is complete. We've completely surrounded the Blackstone now with Crimson Nylon, and I'm thinking it looks pretty good. It is definitely a very cool looking corrupted landscape. Way better than the Poggersville one. I could not envision the towers, but I could envision a grand staircase leading up to this intimidating nether portal. So centered, we're using more red nether brick from the stairs leading up to it. And it's going to cascade all the way down the Blackstone terraforming to be a pretty cool, intimidating path. Another quick detail that we can quickly add in this video is these fire pillars. They look very similar to the ones on the sacrificial altar and the portal, and that's the vibe I'm going for. This is not a kind place. You do not want to be here. It is the next day because I am tired from buildings, and we got a little thing to check out at spawn before we check out the profits of our shop. This is a slime chunk. I noticed it yesterday while I was making the shop. Like, all this wasn't here. It was just a big old hole with some slime at the bottom. Like, uh-oh. But Pigeon decorated this after the green axolotl, which isn't in the game, but it was actually advertised. So that's a little bit of misleading thing right there, but hopefully we'll get a slime shop soon. I'm going to check out the survival shop that we just made yesterday. Again, overnight, so we should have a lot of profits. And yep, the golden apples sold like crazy. I imagine people are probably using those for converting zombie villagers, or just what I would want to do is eat like a king. No one bought any saddles, but the totems of undying are going fast, and that's okay because we got more. And look at all those diamonds, dude. Almost all of the golden carrots have sold. So I imagine like these are the ones that we're gonna have to restock the most because people are constantly eating. Totems aren't something you use all of the time. But that's okay because we can easily get golden carrots because I got quite a lot more right here just from a little bit of AFKing and trading with some villagers. So we're gonna restock. Once I get a raid farm going, I would like to lower the price of totems as well. But they are kind of a luxury item. But I definitely think we can lower the prices on the saddles because no one's getting rid of these saddles, and you know they're clogging up my inventory. We might even make them free with a complimentary purchase later on. I don't want to waste all of my gold though on golden apples because I would like to probably sell gold as well because I imagine people would buy that too. And here in the Lush Hut we have another goodie box for 23 diamonds. It has diamonds in it, but this box doesn't look any that good. It had cobblestone in it and axolotls, which aren't worth diamonds at all. So let's check out the candle shop. See if we have any profits here. I really like this shop. Only one, but you know, candles aren't something you need all of the time. That's fine. I think if we can get a little bit more string, we'll lower the prices on the candles as well to encourage more people to buy. This shop is Philip's kelp and copper shop. It's like a ship, like a sunken ruin ship that was lifted out of the air, which is super cool. Very unique design. Way cooler than my basic candle shop. We love to see these kind of things in the shopping district. It's not complete yet, but it looks like he's filling up with the stock. And speaking of Philip, he just got online. So yo, we're gonna take a little fly because I think the coolest part of the ship is that it's being lifted up out of the air by these steampunky like drones. And I'm pretty sure what Philip is planning on doing, he's over there right now, is making a steampunk base using copper. And a lot of people have been doing that, and that's really cool because copper is such an awesome addition. So he's got these little drones lifting up the sunken ship. So I can't wait to see this shop complete, and I will definitely be buying his copper and kelp, because those are things that you pretty much need. Spodas is selling tuff and calcite. Things are always happening here in the shopping district. We love to see it. We love BobSMP, and I will see you all next time.